Hello and welcome to the Rhythm and Roots Show with Rohan and Al of the Dublin City Rounders, your weekly dose of ragtime, music hall, bluegrass, country blues, early jazz, western swing, and more. We got live sessions and interviews with guests local and around the world, recorded at Beardfire Studio, Dublin, Ireland. Be sure to like Rhythm and Roots on Facebook, catch up with the podcast on Spreaker.com, and don't forget you can become a Rhythm and Roots Patreon patron today. Now enjoy the show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to Rhythm and Roots yet again on Near FM 90.3. This is Rohan speaking. How are you doing, Al?
I'm not too bad over here, manning the tech bay as usual.
Manning that tech bay, or teching the man bay, as you sometimes are as well.
Sometimes.
We're going to fly through this show because we have a lot of great music to get through today. Lots of new music out from some excellent Irish artists. So we're going to get started today with Finn O'Brien. Finn was a previous guest on the show. He did this song live on the show, and it was most notable because I performed it and I squeaked on a chair. Anyway, like I said, we don't have much time. This is a song called The Optimist. Finn is launching his new EP at the Workman's tonight, Friday the 22nd of March. So do get down to Finn's EP launch. It should be excellent. Wonderful performer, great voice, great on guitar. This is Finn O'Brien from the new EP. This is The Optimist.
It's getting close tonight, gaze following fragile skies, rising round us like a bow. Twisting whims of winds and tide, stayed in circles 1,000 miles. We pray for rain, we pray to stay afloat. Wait for the morn, will decide this ferry's course. Our fates are told. Cling to the light of a life of simple pleasures, simple souls. Just as soon as the dawn first shines, changes airs in a godlike glare, defiles our ragged, sun-bleached, battered bones. Every drop of ocean brine, mixing salt within the sweat. The silence sets, the angst and glances grow. Wait for the sunset to see the stars and feel the coolness fall. Soon we'll be rescued and laugh away the darkest thoughts of all. And laugh away the darkest thoughts of all.
The problem with thinking you're safe in somebody's arms is the world feels colder when they let you go. The problem with thinking that home is where his heart is, you feel so lonely when you're on your own. Broken promises, what a shame. 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 Maybe it's better to stay away, but I hear you breathing as I say, I think that it's time to take another step back before I backtrack. For you, for you, for you, falling, I'm falling for you, for you, for you. The hardest part of doing what you want to do is never letting words get in are people who don't know what to say. Broken promises, what a shame. 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 And I'm telling you it's crazy being who you are with dog-stepping premises. And I wish that I could feel the years on my face going through all I have lasted. Push me off a bed, I'm going that way anyway. Now you took my balance, what you gonna do with that? You don't like to be grounded, hit or always founded by you. Falling and falling, falling and falling for you. And I'm telling you it's crazy, what a shame. Don't get me promises. And I wish that I could feel for you. You stole my fears through and through. All I have left is. Now you took my balance, what you gonna do with that? You don't like to be grounded, hit or always founded by you. Now you took my balance, what you gonna do with that? You don't like to be grounded, hit or always founded by you.
Hit and Run there by Sirens, who happened to be our very special guest. Was that only last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
so,
was. I think
yeah.
it was. It feels longer ago for myself now, of course, because we do pre-record these shows and we pre-record the sessions
No.
sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, people are
I
finding
didn't
out
know
the
that.
truth. Well, you know what, Al? It's time.
I thought it was Friday. On
oh,
4
did you?
p.m. or whatever.
4:30. Yeah,
4:30,
right.
of course.
No, it's God knows when it is. But for everyone listening, hopefully it's Friday, because otherwise that'd be very odd. Speaking of Friday, one song that is out on Friday, which is today. Loads of songs out today and tomorrow,
Yeah.
which we have. In fact, we have an exclusive later on. But this one is out today. It is RUNAH's second single from her upcoming album, Strange, which is out in, I really should know this, May.
It is.
I think it's the 5th of May, isn't it? 5th
Yeah.
of May. Her single Ground was out about a month ago now, and
Yeah.
it's been doing really, really well. Lots of people getting really good reviews and press and that kind of stuff. And I'm sure this one will too. This is the second single. This is Shame. This is RUNAH with Shame.
Fallen angels have handed in their wings for a life, and Gabriel is looking from his window, and he oversees the world, and all the boys and girls bow before him, and they covered up their bodies out of shame. And they covered up their bodies out of shame. Covered up their bodies out of shame. And they covered up their bodies out of shame. So distant, their dreams become a burden of fate. But we fall into the fires of His mercy, seeking judgment in the dark, and reaching from the heart, we bow before Him. And they covered up their bodies out of shame, and they covered up their bodies out of shame. Covered up their bodies out of and they covered up their bodies out of shame. but we have both fallen from grace. 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 They covered up their bodies out of shame. They covered up their bodies out of shame. They covered up their bodies out of shame. And they covered up their bodies out of shame.
Overtakers and undertakers, brothers, sisters, and love makers, flashing lights, speed adrenalines. Did you catch that train? Did you catch that bus? It's all irrelevant, 'cause we're rushing by, bye. I'm dealing with life, falling behind. The energy's gone, they're all moving on. I'm biting my tongue. Is this how it tastes to know you're gone? I won't try to replace you. You're blowing my mind, breaking my heart. Please, please, can we start over? I miss you, you're gone. Just pick up and call me now. I won't try to replace you. Sons and daughters with their high end wage, the lines and wrinkles that tell stories I can't remember. And with your fallen stars, your hand grenades, and everything I can't explain. Return flights, those flashing lights, it's all the same, 'cause we're rushing by, bye. I'm dealing with life, falling behind. The energy's gone, they're all moving on. I'm biting my tongue. Is this how it tastes to know you're gone? I won't try to replace you. You're blowing my mind, breaking my heart. Please, please, can we start over? I miss you, you're gone. Just pick up and call me now. I won't try to replace you. Life's too short to figure you out. Life's too quick, I just should've went for it, yeah. Life's too short to figure you out. Life's too quick, and I went for it.
behind. The energy's gone, they're all moving on, and I'm biting my tongue. Is this how it tastes to know that you're gone? I won't try to replace you. You're blowing my mind, breaking my heart. Please, please, can we start over? I miss you, you're gone. Just pick up and call me now. I won't try to replace you. Oh, I won't ever replace I won't ever replace you. I won't ever replace you.
Excellent tune there from Barry J. Hughes. I won't ever replace you, Al.
Really?
Really? I mean, I could
that's
have
pretty-
about
yeah,
6
you probably
times.
could have, yeah.
Do you realize that?
Yeah.
You know, I get calls every week saying, "Hey, can I be the guy that's on what's the show, Rhythm and Roots, with you, Rohan? Because you're so cool. I'm cooler than Al." And I say, you know what? I don't care how cool you are,
Really?
Elton.
Were they like princes from Nigeria who wanted you to?
No, they weren't. One of them was called Elton John.
Ah, okay.
British guy, seemed like a decent fella. I said, no, listen, he's my bruv. He's my bruv. And I kept him. What am I talking about? What am I doing?
I don't
What's
know.
next? That was Barry J. Hughes
It
with
was.
Replace. Single out today. Beautiful tune. It gives me, it's only the tiniest bits, but it reminds me a tiny bit. There's a couple of bits during it that reminded me of Dashboard Confessional, which I haven't thought about in
a little
years.
bit.
Actually, I did think about it earlier this year when I played
Did you
Ace
really?
Combat. Yeah, because I listened to a lot of Dashboard while I played Ace Combat 4 back on the PS2. Kids,
All your
ask your grandparents.
all your fascinating facts.
Oh
here
yeah,
on
I'm full of them. What's it
Near
called?
FM.
Near and the Rhythm and Roots.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got a little bit of Dean Maywood. We played Dean Maywood's upcoming EP, a little while ago, Jane. And this is the next one. The EP is out in May 17th. But before then, you can listen to the new single. This is officially out tomorrow, but we have gotten Dean's permission to give it an early spin, so do enjoy it. This single is out on the 23rd. This is Knowing and Lying by Dean Maywood.
Where are we going? She asks him crying. There is not knowing. There is a lying. There is not knowing. There is a lying. Well, they said there's room out west, enough for us to try, enough for me to spread my wings, build a home and fly. Jesus, Peter, there's no more heroes. He tells the boy goodbye. The day we sold the land, the day we sold our pride. Daddy, where you going? He asks him crying. There is not knowing, and there is a lying. There is not knowing, and there is a lying. When every day is as high as the last, Dear God, when does life begin? When does life begin? When does life begin? Across the field of scarlet snow, behind an empty gun, he dreams of returning home to wife and son. Where am I going? He wonders, crying. There is not knowing. There is a lion, there is not knowing. There is a lion. When every day is as hard as the last, just the means to an end. Dear God, when does life begin?
Isn't it clear that we both had enough space between us?
Leila Jane there with her new single Little Lady Blues out, I think it was out only a few days ago, last Friday. I'm very pleased to give it a spin there. Also, it's part of a greater project. There is a B-side to that as well worth checking out. Really good music from Leila. She's doing a gig coming up at the Art Cafe on March 23rd. So do get down to that as well. That is Saturday, March 23rd. I think it's an early kind of show, 6:30 kind of thing. So do get down after the break. That is coming up. We're going to have an excellent interview with an excellent young artist, singer, songwriter named Martin McDonnell.
Not Michael, as some people might think.
Well, some people, as in myself, you will hear in the interview. I do get his name wrong about 8 times. But, sometimes, being a professional broadcaster and DJ, we're not perfect. Some people think we're perfect.
No, sometimes you just have to get someone's name wrong a lot of times.
A lot. And not notice it,
Yeah.
It shows maturity. It shows excellence in what you do. Exactly, this is the point I'm trying to make. I remember one time we had the fabulous Alice Linsky.
We did.
On the radio. Hopefully get her back in again soon. But I did, thankfully, the interview was pre-recorded, so I got to do it all again. But what listeners didn't hear, which I swiftly deleted, was I called her Alan about 4 times in the early part of the interview. And she just looked at me like she wanted to murder me. And I was wondering, was it my hair? Of course not. So it must have been something else, and it was because I kept calling her Alan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short little break, and we'll be back very soon with Martin McDonnell. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome back to Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3 on this Friday evening. I am here in studio, joined by the one and only Martin McDonnell. Got his name right. I called him Michael just a second ago as we were practicing to do this. Hello, Martin.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me, first of all.
Not at all, no.
This was really cool.
Absolute pleasure. I saw you, I think it was one of your busking videos, one of your Grafton Street videos.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the song. It wasn't Take On Me, because I still haven't seen that. I got to see your Take On Me.
Yeah.
But it was something, it was unreal, and
thank you.
I tell you what, because we'll get into it now in a minute, but you've only really been, first of all, you're 17 years of age, young man. You have only really started seriously getting into music since August 2018, which is only, 5, 6, 7 months ago or something like that. And however you're doing it, keep doing it, because I on Facebook, Instagram, I saw you popping up here and there. I saw people sharing, people who I know sharing your stuff.
Yeah.
And like everything, I ignore things 3 or 4 times.
I'm just as bad. I'm just as bad. It's fine.
I'm like, all right, okay, this guy, he's turning up everywhere. I've got to have a look. And I was like, damn, that's all right.
Thank you.
So I got in touch with you, didn't I? And and got you on the show. So thanks so much for coming in.
Again, thanks very much for having me.
Not at all. Absolute pleasure. So, as we mentioned there, you started in August, but you said you're singing in choirs from a young age. When did you start singing?
So I think, my dad said, since I was able to start talking, and I'd sing little things, like, oh, he's all right. And then, he's like, he's all right. He's grand.
He's literally a baby.
But I always liked music. Yeah. I always liked singing, because I think it was the only thing I was good at. So I was like, I kind of have to enjoy this. And then for my communion, I sang Amazing Grace, which my nan was like, oh, I should learn the song. I was like, okay, because it was the only song I knew for a long time. I knew the one song. Even if she used to go down little religious pilgrimage trips down the country, I'd go with her. So I'd be on the bus with a bunch of old people, like, sing the song, sing Amazing Grace. So I'd sing it, and then it was on a Monday, in school, we'd tell the teacher what we did that weekend. I was like, I'm on YouTube. How famous am I? Like, my 2 aunties have seen my video.
Is that video still on YouTube?
Yes. It's
I'll be hopping on YouTube later on. What's it called? How do we find it?
The worst name ever. Amazing Grace, sung by 8-year-old kid, because I was like, I don't want anyone knowing my name. No one's going to find out who I am.
Everyone's going to think your name's Kid.
Kid, 8-year-old kid.
Sang by 8-year-old kid.
I think that's going to hold up in 20 years, though. This is 8-year-old kid.
Aging disease, man.
So I showed my teacher that, and I remember she was like, oh, I checked it out, it was really good. I didn't think she actually watched. I was like, oh, cool. So she made me go into the class next door. She's like, Martin's going to sing a song. I was like, oh, I am.
Oh, no.
So I did. And then I was in the choir ever since, every single year, because I do it in secondary school as well. now in this school. Like,
so it
little
continued?
Band. It continued because a guy who was a year ahead of me, well, when I was in first year,
he told the teachers,
and he had to sing Amazing Grace. He was like, "Hey, you know what? I know a guy." So I got
so
roped
he palmed it off onto
he
you.
palmed it off to me. So since second class, every year, well, like it's a joke now because the principal will be like, "So we have mass come on." I'm like, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it because I have no other songs to do, so I'll do this song." And everyone's like, "Oh my god, here we go again."
Michael again with Amazing
Grace.
Michael,
Amazing Grace.
8-year-old kid. How many names we got to go through? So. Martin, his name's Martin, Rohan. Get it together. Pull it together. We know you've got the flu. Can't be forgetting people's names. Michael McDonnell is his name.
Martin McDonnell.
Martin McDonnell.
Jesus Christ.
This is like, how did Rohan lose his mind? Like, when was the exact point? At least it's being recorded.
So there was no drugs involved in the making of this interview.
Oh, unfortunately not. It's just pure tiredness. Well, I've just got no excuse, do I? Martin.
Yeah.
Martin. Hello. This is just deteriorated so much. I love it. Oh, this is classic.
Oh.
So anyway, the weird thing is because we like just bumbled over that so much.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it got across what the whole thing was. You sing every year.
Every year I sing Amazing Grace. I'm an 8-year-old kid, and I go by Michael every now and then.
But when is it? Is it at Christmas or something?
So like it changed. I swear to God, it changed every year.
Right, okay.
Every year, like I'd say a week before, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, there's a mass next week. You should probably get about 6 songs together." I was like, "Oh,
multiple times per year."
I'd say twice per year, maybe. And then Christmas will have a Christmas thing. At the start of the year, we'd have like an awards in the school. But I enjoy doing it because I
Did you
don't
ever win any of the awards?
No, it's just for academic things which I'm off. Actually, no. In fairness, I got a special award for music once, which is actually pretty cool because there's no
because they don't actually do music at your
school.
No,
there's no music in the school. Yeah, but it's. I think it's kind of good that we don't because we have. We pick our songs, so well for religious things it's kind of we don't really, but for when we can play our own things at reward ceremonies, we pick our own songs, which is kind of cool. And I'd say if it wasn't for that, actually, I wouldn't be doing it on mics. Because that kind of helps confidence when you're singing in front of like bunch of lads, Amazing Grace. It kind of hardens the skin a bit.
Yeah. You've started it like the most difficult.
It's not the coolest song you could sing. Like,
so in terms of gigs, you know, you're talking about obviously you've been doing a lot of busking in the last few months.
Yeah, I've been doing busking, which is good for like kind of earning money, I suppose. It's better than like getting a little part-time job.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'd say for most of the time I'm doing open mics. I didn't go busking for a while because I was kind of focusing on the open mics. But I'll be in tomorrow. I'm usually every Saturday. I like to go in kind of early and then kind of get in, get a few hours and get out, because if you go in at like 2 o'clock you could be waiting for a spot for like 4 hours. It is crazy.
Yeah. The competition down there, it's pretty tight. But no, it's great. And look, the thing is, as well as a bit of an earner, it's a way to just develop the strength in your voice and your hands. You know, you're playing.
It's great practice because like you can practice at home, but when you're busting, you're practicing with a crowd, so you kind of see it. It's actually a good way of judging for covers. Like if I'm doing say 3 new songs, I'll play them and I'll kind of judge by how people react if it's good or not, maybe. But I suppose different like venues will have different kind of
yeah, well that's it. Like obviously, you know, if there's a big difference between doing a lovely gig in a theatre or something where it's a sit down audience and it's a listening audience and you can really get away with those kind of intimate, slow, you know, emotional songs, whereas when you've got someone's attention for literally like 8 seconds as they're passing, you know, it's like wonder was like
like cause it can be disheartening at first. Like when I used to go out with just a guitar, it was ridiculous. I think I got pity. Changed people like, who is this 8-year-old kid, Michael, on the street playing? But then I finally kind of saved up and got equipment, and I had more than 3 songs, which kind of keeps interest in myself. Because like, if you play the same songs, I think it gets boring for yourself. You don't enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Then, like every time I go out, I have 3 new songs, hopefully, and I'm like, oh, this is great, and then it'll kind of wear off, so I have to learn more to kind of keep that like kind of rush of like enjoying it.
What's your favourite stuff? Who are your favourite artists and things like that?
It's a difficult one because I'd say a lot of people would have one artist. Like I remember probably a good few years ago, all I'd listen to was Ed Sheeran, and I was like, oh, this is great. This is great now. Yeah, I know.
Is he new?
Yeah, I know. He's new. He's recently on the scene. He's Yeah, he's an indie artist. He's kind of, not many people know about him. He's kind of hipster.
I'll have to look into him.
Oh, you should look into him. So I listened a lot to that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is great. This is really good. And then I'm like, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't want to be throwing shade around anyone who busks, because, like, everyone who busks is, like, it's a huge... Anyone who plays anything, like...
it's a huge amount of courage.
Because, it is a huge amount of courage, because, like, you're kind of putting yourself out there for people to...
Yeah, big time.
Take the berry, like... But I think because I'm a ginger kid with a guitar, I used to play Ed Sheeran songs, and unfortunately I think on Grab Street that's what gets the most attention.
Yeah.
But for instance, today I was out going to the protest or whatever, and it was a lot of people. Were laughing because there was loads of people. It was like loads of people. But some guy at the end of the row was playing Perfect.
Yeah.
And so it was the weirdest thing ever. And as I got up the road and he went out of earshot, the next guy was playing Perfect, but he was playing like the exact same part. So it was like he continued on from the other guy, and it was crazy. And I was kind of like,
do you know, this is the first time we've had this vision. Myself and Al, we were walking down Grafton Street one time. The exact same thing happened with Hallelujah. Yeah, one busker halfway down the road. It could have been the same.
It's
dude.
mad.
It's
it is crazy. It is crazy. You know? But I think you need to throw in at least one. I don't really do that anymore, because like if I played like, oh, you're like Ed Sheeran, or which is great to be compared to, it was kind of like if I ever, the dream would be to make it big, but if I ever did, you wouldn't want your whole team like, oh, it's Ed Sheeran's cousin.
Now I have to edit this. Now I have to bleep it. It's fine.
Sorry.
We have a great little noise we'll put in for you. Don't worry. When you're establishing yourself as an original artist that is defined, in an interesting way. The comparisons I went to were people like I said earlier, James Vincent McMorrow or Jeff Buckley, things like that. Just because you got that lovely high voice.
Thank you.
And that control over it, it's amazing. Which Ed Sheeran doesn't have, by the way. He can do a few falsetto stuff, but you've got a better falsetto than him. It's just a fact.
And like one of the great things about Ed Sheeran, which I think is probably the most important thing in music nowadays, is writing. Like the songs he writes, and like even when you hear a song on the radio and then you find that he wrote it, even if it's not his, it's just like they are great songs.
Maker.
Yeah, they are great songs.
Maker, like.
So I would have more covers than originals, because like I haven't been doing it long. But when it comes to covers, I try to kind of do songs that you'd hear and you'd be like, oh, that's a good song, but like you wouldn't think of it, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like Take On Me is fun. I do the slow down version that they did a few years ago.
I saw it. He didn't do the super high notes in that live version.
And I thought
I was very disappointed.
I thought I'd throw it in, so I do the
high notes.
Yeah,
right? Good.
And I try to do like a good mix of everything. Like I do like Ragnar Road, a few old Irish songs, and Grace, and then I'll do like Somebody Used to Know. That's one, and then I do this thing like a Queen mashup. So I'll do Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'll go until I Want to Break Free. And I think it's kind of, I don't know, I think it's just something different. And then I used to do Ed Sheeran songs every now and then. Like I remember once I was actually playing and someone asked me to sing for Proposal. And that actually got in the Independent, which is mad. So I played Perfect for that. That was, that was a good few months ago. Exactly when. I don't exactly. I'm awful with like dates.
Yeah, but it's like you've only been doing
since
it since August, you know. So it's not like that's back 1970.
I'd say it was like
a couple of months ago.
Yeah, a couple of months ago.
Anyway, did she say yes or whatever? Or he? I shouldn't presume, should I?
He proposed. That's really nice. It was around the corner from Graf Street. It's like cool little lane, and he's like. All Mexicana, I think his name is. He's a huge like Mexican artist. So they had like this cool mural on the wall, which would have been pretty awkward if she said no. But they had a cool mural on the wall, and then she would walk down, and I was just like a busker playing randomly. And then when she got to like right in front of me, I'd start playing Perfect.
Oh my
and then
god!
He came around the corner with all his family, and they had like candles as that night. It was so like amazing. God. Yeah, that was really cool.
That's insane.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Are you playing at the wedding?
I have never got the call back.
Oh man, get them wedding dollars.
I might be playing a wedding actually.
Yeah.
I might be playing a wedding because I was busking once and someone came up. Yeah, well, we'll see. And they came up and they were like, "Oh, I was wondering if you could play for my wedding." And I was like, "Jesus, that'd be." Yeah, I was like, "Okay." And they're like, "Have you ever done that before?" I was like, "No, I signed for a proposal." My dad was like, "That's not what she's talking about."
Yeah.
She's like, "What would like you charge?" And I kind of panicked because I don't know. I was like, And I started looking at that. I was like, I don't know what to do. And so I was just saying, like, I'd even do it for experience. So I would. And she was like, oh no, like we'll pay you. So I was like, all right, fair enough. So we've kind of been back and forth.
Good. Brilliant,
so,
excellent. Sorry, I'm so jaded. Like I'm like, get that money.
Yeah.
But get yourself some business cards, man.
That's definitely need some business cards.
Like comic books. What's that guy out of X-Men who fires cards?
Gambit. Yeah.
Be like Gambit with business cards.
Even if they don't want it, just please.
Yeah. And they explode. Don't Gambits explode or something?
Yeah. Maybe no.
Yeah,
Explodes is a skill.
If they don't book you, it's like. Right, listen, I could actually talk to young Martin here all night.
Oh, there we
got
go.
his name right and everything.
Yeah.
But we've got to wind it up. But listen, tell us a little bit about the song people are about to hear that we are about to play.
Yeah, so the song you're going to hear is called Hold Me Tight. It's my latest song. I wrote there, I'd say, last week.
At least buy me a drink. Well, what's the song called? No, sorry. I'm terrible. Go on. Do you finished it last week?
I finished it last week.
Genuine.
Yeah, I wrote it in about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favourite I've written, like, personally. It's so with my girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, you have one that you have now.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
The one I don't have now. I'm not doing, like, it changes every few weeks.
How many?
No,
Gonna get you in trouble.
It was what was it? So today's Friday, so it was 7 months yesterday, which to me is like a long time.
It's a pretty long time.
It's a lot of
You're
people.
17. That's like 5% of your life or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sounds good.
I dropped out at 16. I don't know percentages.
But yeah, I think it's so it's pretty much just like kind of a sappy song, but hopefully not too bad. But the chorus, like, hold me tight, don't think of letting go, I'm terrified of all the things can't control. I feel like one of them some of those Genius videos was like break down the lyrics.
Yeah. There'll be people going, what do you actually mean? This is actually about like World War II and like,
I think it's pretty much about like, I don't know, being in a relationship and kind of, I don't know what scares me, kind of, because like you can't control everything, obviously. It's like, the fact that anything.
Speak for yourself. Sorry, I'm like ruining everything.
It's like such a sassy, like, it's like, this is what you think. It's like, I hate
you
this
might
song.
not be able to control everything about your relationship.
This song makes no sense. I don't know, because just the fact that, I don't know, like with anything, a lot of things are out of control. You take for granted now and now where it's like, oh yeah, this isn't here anymore, which is kind of,
enjoy the moment.
Pretty much enjoy the moment, yeah.
Well, it's great. Maybe one day there'll be a young man singing this at a proposal.
Yeah.
And you'll be doing whatever
like
tunes.
trashing me. I'm like, who's this 8-year-old kid trashing me?
Yeah. Like, I really like and respect Martin McDonnell, but, this is like when you're like 30 and you're like a millionaire, All right, listen, thanks so much for coming in. Really, really good to talk to you. Really like your music, and keep doing it, and I'm sure we'll hear from you again. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, man.
And enjoy, what's the song called? Hold Me Tight. Right,
I had to think about it for a second. You remember it before I did as well.
Yeah, well, there's a first tonight anyway. So do enjoy Hold Me Tight. And listen, on Facebook and Instagram, what's the best place
if you look up Martin McDonnell Music, if you look that up on Google, I'm on everything.
And it's MC, no A?
McDonnell.
Yeah,
so
excellent.
Well, thanks very much for having me.
Not a bother, absolute pleasure. And
thank you very much.
Everyone listening, do go find Martin McDonnell's music online and enjoy this tune of his.
Thank you, hope you enjoy.
Two hearts connected, mine and yours is one. And I'm thinking a lot about the sound of your voice. What a beautiful noise. And your eyes just like the ocean, so deep that I get lost in. And I never wish to be found, not when you're around. Haven't told you, darling, hold me now. Haven't showed you what it's all about. This world can be a dark place, and there's bad things come in our way. So hold me for another day and say, hold me tight. Don't you think of letting go. I'm terrified of all the things I can't control. I can't control. When I'm feeling down, you pick me off the ground and put me on my feet and kiss me tender sweet and look into my eyes, surprised at what you find. It's always on my mind, the words you cannot hide. Hold me tight. Don't you think of letting go. I'm terrified of all the things I can't control. Don't you think of letting go. I'm terrified of all the things I can't control.
Excellent. Martin McDonnell there with Hold Me Tight. Next up, we've got a song that I'm really excited about. This is a brand new kind of ska punk band out of Ireland, out of Bray primarily. Italian guys and also Irish guys, and a wonderful, wonderful female singer, Penny Lane. Brings back memories of things like Rancid and early Millencolin, Move Your Car and stuff like that. These guys are called The Rude Dudez, and this is the first single from an album that they are making. The song is called 'Cause I'm Rude, and it's about dealing with annoying people in the workplace. I hope you like it. Rude Dudez with 'Cause I'm Rude.
Wanna speak to, so you open your mouth to have to follow all of your rules when you have no idea what to help or to abuse. You say you're the one that's gonna make a lot of money. You scream it out loud with your hands full in a honey, and I'm rude. So you scream to me 'cause I'm rude, and you lie to me then I'm rude, and you cry at me 'cause I'm rude, then you come back to me 'cause I'm rude, baby. I'm rude, baby. Just a bit, baby. I saw you detective be your person you say to act like nothing ever happened yesterday. You pull down the clouds when I say bye bye, I'm done. You mistreat and then retreat because you're paying on your own and I'm rude. So you scream to me 'cause I'm rude, and you lie to me then I'm rude, and you cry at me 'cause I'm rude, then you come back to me 'cause I'm rude. I'm rude, yeah, yeah. I'm rude, rude, rude. I'm rude, baby. I'm rude, so rude, I'm rude,
Excellent new ska music there. Ska punk from the Rude Dudez. Next up, we've got another punky tune. This is Dean Wright. He's putting out his debut EP very, very shortly, called Spiritual Suicide, which we're very much looking forward to. It's again kind of got dark punk. It reminds me a bit of Magazine, a bit of War, a little bit of Nick Cave in there. More so in a couple of the other songs from the record. This is a song called Up to You. And yeah, like I said, English-born musician, but he's been in County Down the last 20 years, bringing some excellent music. We'll get him in on the show soon. But from myself and Al, have a great night and enjoy Dean Wright.
See you next time. I don't know what I was trying to say there.
Take it easy.
The things you say, the things you do, make me wanna run away from you. And all we did, and all you said, all those things went to my head. All I know is it's up to you, up to you. And you show me what I should do, I should do, I should do. Yeah, you make it true. You give me all I need, 'cause it's something we agree. All the parts, they come along, yeah, just like the words of this song. All I know is it's up to you, up to you. And you show me what I should do, I should do, I should do. Yeah, you make it true. So here we are, and this is real. Yes, I know that